everyone. Beth with the Lex Local, and today we are talking to Sonal Gupta about this group that they have co-founded called Lexington Women in Life Science. Okay, so who wants to start?
So I founded this group around COVID.
Okay.
Because I had bumped into so many women over the years who worked in pharma, biotech, life sciences, academia, kids' baseball games, football games, sitting in the waiting room of Hayden schools, and I realized that there's no group that brings us all together. And it was a pretty lonely time during COVID.
Yes.
And first time I worked from home with no network, and I started this group. It was actually Ramani and myself. We both came up with the idea. Ramani is also a pretty early member.
Okay.
And then Jodi also, and then Kavitha. So we all came together, found this group. Now we are close to 400 women, all in this space, helping each other.
So what is your background?
So I'm a physician, and I have a PhD in cancer biology immunology. So I've been working in the biotech industry for over 20 years now.
And how about you?
Yeah, thank you for having us here and for me. And my background is in cancer biology and computational biology and data science. So I have a PhD there, and then have worked in the pharma industry in oncology drug development for the past 20 plus years.
All right, are we getting ready for a cure? Does anyone have a cure?
We are definitely trying.
Yes, there are some cancers now where there is a cure.
Okay.
And several that the transformation in terms of the quality of life and the quantity of life has changed for the better significantly.
Okay.
But for the vast majority of cancers, unfortunately, today we don't still have that kind of a solution. So a lot of smart minds putting their hats on. It's a hard problem to solve.
Because we have women all the way from the basic sciences, and that's why it's so important to support academic research, right? The Harvards and not just the Harvards and the MITs, but even the community colleges where these ideas come from. Because all the ideas we're talking about came out of a lab under an academic.
Okay.
Right, and so it's a journey. It can take decades before a drug is actually approved.
Right.
And so. But we have women who are all the way from basic research to post-commercialization, right?
Okay.
And we have we have lab scientists, we have mid-management, we have C-level, and then we have ex-CEOs. Ramani, for instance, is the former CEO, right? And so our goal is to mentor, support, especially in this job environment where there's so many people, such talented people who are actually without jobs, not through any fault of their own, right? And so we do that. We also try to bring up new technologies. Example, we will have a workshop on artificial intelligence.
Oh, okay.
Right, because I, for instance, do not know much about AI. I'm not sure if Kavitha does. She may know more
that's
than
part of my background. But how that bears on every industry is a very interesting question today.
Right.
So it's definitely something that we're interested in. And I think back to what Sonal was saying, it takes a village to bring medicines to patients, to develop innovation, to transform innovation, and to treat patients. So that all of those axes of both building innovation, bringing medicines to patients, and then treating them constitutes a variety of roles from not just science, but also operational, logistical, mathematicians, data scientists, people in sales and marketing, in understanding the commercial space, the competition. There's just a whole bunch of roles, right? So how do we build community?
Right. So we actually had a very good turnout. We had panelists who discussed how, because AI, the layoffs, the tariffs, the chaos at the FDA. You put all of that together, it is a very changing environment right now. And how do you stay relevant? And how do you stay ahead of the game, right? So we had that. We'll have another session sometime early next year on AI.
Okay.
And how how important that is and how you can utilize it best.
Okay.
But something we're all passionate about, all four of us, is also how to mentor young girls, right? Kids in middle school and high school who are thinking about this. Because a lot of children, actually I'm calling them children because I'm that old, but they think that being a scientist means being in the lab. But based on what as you heard Kavitha say, it takes a village, and there's a place for everyone in that village, because drug development is a very long journey. And so the lab is where it starts. But eventually when you go to the CVS and you pick up your prescription, there's so many roles all the way through that. and how do we encourage young girls who are interested in that there's a future for them. And that's something we're very passionate about, mentoring high school kids.
Okay, so do you how do you find them, right? Like, I mean, are these kids who like raise their hand, or do you go into like Lexington High and say, hey, we have a mentoring group? Like, how does that work?
So it's something we're still putting into place, a mentoring group, but at least one of our members has gone to high school, LHS, for instance. We also do it organically, which means if I'm told my daughter's interested, can you talk to her?
Okay.
Or my son is interested, can you talk to him, right? We've also done that. Kavitha, what about you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think right now it's organic, but it's certainly something both within the group of 400 women, because, there's also opportunities for mentorship and menteeship within the group.
Right.
And, building that community, building that network, building those relationships. And then that sort of that space of, how do we set up to be able to mentor younger kids? Both of those are things that we're looking forward, as we go forward, are things that we want to build out.
Do you ever just meet as a group just like for fun?
Yes.
So in fact, in the summer, I organized a strength training session for the group at a gym.
Okay.
So people could sign up, and we went and worked out together. Every Friday, there's a walk that women can, women in the group can assemble in the center, and we take walks. We're thinking of a bake-off or something like a potluck, something like that over the winter. So we do things like that are also really purely community building.
Right.
Absolutely. And part, we do want high school kids and girls especially to know that there are strong role models. And we have kids, we juggle both, right? Families, work, very demanding jobs, elderly parents, right? And we're able to do all of that. And so we want them to understand that there's ways to do it and still able to manage everything, right? And that's what the group is about. Not everyone works full time. Some people take some time off, as Kavitha has done, right? And then and then you can always get back if you want to.
So how do people kind of get in touch with you? Like, is there, I don't know, like a questionnaire, right? Like you have to be part of something here in this, like, how does that work?
So the way it started was I posted on Lexington Mavens, asking if people are interested, and then I started a group. So it's still a Facebook-based group. We have limited it to women in Lexington, and we do have a questionnaire, which is a very simple questionnaire. Do you live in Lexington? Are you a woman in biotech or pharma or life sciences? And of course, being respectful. Right. And so that's how it started. And then, of course, word of mouth. Kavitha and the other admins have done a great job about spreading the word also. Right.
And we every now and then we'll put it out in the Lex Mavens group.
All right.
But to your point, we should probably be advertising it in the Lexington list and in other places as well. It's essentially called, if you search on Facebook for LEXWILS. LexWIL, sorry, LEXWIL.
We just changed the name recently.
Yes. You'll find it. But I think we can share the link with you, and I think it's a good call to actually post it on the Lex list and other channels as well.
Right. I mean, 400 seems like a big number.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's probably double that, right?
I mean, the number of women working in biotech and pharma, I mean, I'm sure it's a lot more than that, and magnitudes more.
And this is meant to really be, women in life science, women in medicine.
Right.
Because again, it starts from the lab and it ends with the patient.
Right.
So any sort of role in that, and you could be in accounting, you could be in finance, you could be a salesperson, you could be, a number of things.
A lawyer.
Yeah. There are lots of roles. I mean, lots of people that are in the space, not just biotech pharma.
Right.
Who can join?
Sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, super. That's like a really great thing you're doing.
Thank you. I think it's also meant to be a safe space for women. I think our sort of the journeys that we have with careers, with the challenges we face, the types of juggling that one might need to do, how do you get your voice heard at the table and a seat at the table in a corporate environment or in a medical environment? Those challenges can be unique. And so I think this is also meant to be the reason we sort of kept this as a women's group is to bring that collective energy and to provide that safe space.
We definitely have a different journey in life, right?
Yes.
One where we're thinking of others that I feel like sometimes men don't have that same thought process. Right.
And it is definitely a male dominated field, right? So it's even more important that because as you said, our challenges are unique. And I'm very appreciative of all the men in my life, right?
Right,
Both
of course.
professional and personal who have helped and made this possible. But yes, our challenges are unique, and this is a group where we can talk about that, right? And when we meet, we do talk about that, and we help each other, and the goal is to support each other as much as possible.
And one way we combine fun with things like this are we'll do anyone in the group can really host or organize any event.
Okay.
But one that has sort of picked up and people sort of take turns to do it is to host a dinner for, say, 12 women.
Okay.
So it's a small group.
Right.
Anyone can sign up.
Right.
So you can say, hey, I want to join, and then 12 people
Oh, that's nice.
attend, and it's sort of everyone sits at the table,
Right.
and we pick a conversation topic. Usually the host might say, oh, I'm interested in work-life balance.
Right.
So we talk about that. And so it's not like a structured thing,
Right.
but we have a framework,
That's nice.
and it gives us a laid back way in which we might discuss
Right.
that topic. Or it might be, okay, what's the state of cancer drug development?
Right.
Or
right.
how do we navigate jobs, or how do we think about AI? It could be anything that we want, or that really, the
that's
group wants
nice.
to discuss. And so it sort of becomes a little bit of
Right.
that framework to have conversation, build meaningful relationships,
Right.
and learn from each other.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. The other thing that often happens is people will post, hey, I know of a colleague who's looking for this position, or hey, I'm looking for a role here. Does anyone know someone in this company? Or I'd love to get lunch or a coffee with someone
Okay.
to learn about the space, or to
Right,
learn
right,
about
right.
how can I set myself up.
Right.
So I think a key underlying theme for me that's very important to this group being successful is that format of giving and getting,
Right.
and to
Yes.
just be able to mutually help each other
Right.
in addition to drawing from the group.
Right.
And that I
Yeah.
think is a key,
It
I
is.
think a key philosophy and principle that's going to make any community group successful,
Right.
which I think is, I sort of want to see thrive in this group.
Right.
Yeah. Also recommendations, right? Example: I need a vendor for this, or I need a consultant for this, or I'm looking for this, right? And I've actually had great leads from the group.
Okay.
Not just with women who are actually in the group and living in Lexington, but hey, I know from a colleague who is looking for a job. She's fabulous, right? So even the recommendation makes a big difference,
Right,
especially
of course.
because I work for such a small company, and we just have one of each, right?
Okay.
So that's also been very helpful.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah. That
So
sounds
that's
like a
part of the
great
giving and
group.
getting, right? We
Makes
give.
me wish I was a doctor.
You don't have to be a doctor.
Well, you know what I mean. So,
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for doing this
Yeah.
series.
Yes, let's-
I've learned about other things through the series, so
Yes,
thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.